Yeah, Paul Michaels here at Ocean Camera Space Corp. Getting a shot. There's a large amount of light there to the left. I'll get a few shots from here and then I think I'll move. Might be able to shade the lens here. I'm going to move the camera once more. Let me see if I can do something here. See if I can block that light out with this other vehicle in the way. And I'm going to set up the camera here just a minute. Trying to block some light here. And get just the very edge. See if I get this shot here. Now that light's still in the way. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. See? I think I got to get closer to this vehicle on the left here. Almost got it, I think. Here we go. Let's see if this is going to work. I'll go back in after this is all over and delete some of that earlier stuff. 2 minutes into the stream here. Okay, that's good. I have the camera right next to a vehicle to hide some of that light coming off the the guard center over there. They're going pretty strong as far as doing some cutting over there on the legs. Just going to be a general live stream again. I was able to get the Nikon today from the remote camera site, and I'm going to clean it, but it turned on and everything else, so that's pretty good. It's going to be good to go. Tomorrow I'll probably get some shots and put something together. A lot of close-ups tomorrow coming in. How does this shot compare to some of the other people with cameras around here? This is a wider shot than I think the Lab Padre cam has. The Hoop cam, I think they're blinded by the light next to the guard shack over there. Is this a pretty competitive view we got going on? This may be, I can imagine this could be the best view going on here of the platform right now. It's not enough to... So for the live stream from this morning, I went in and I added a bunch of timestamps to that video. And when I have time, I'll do that with more of those live streams, including this one. Maybe I'll come back. If there's anything said on this live stream, or I'll see if I can go back and add the timestamps either within a couple hours afterward or the next day. Okay, I'll look at the tower too. There's some lights on the tower. I didn't see them until just now. Let me get that shot of the tower. There, instead of being the usual, you can see I'm behind a car here, and that's pretty much blocking the light from that guard shack. I'll have to set up my truck in the future so I can do that in other times. But looking at the tower, it looks like there's some yellow lights on the tower instead of the usual green lights. We get a yellow light up there, and on the side, there is one of the lights we can see. There's one back there, it's a yellow light, and a little bit further down, I think I saw okay, there, I like the quick disconnect, yellow light, and there's also a yellow light at the top. So we're looking at yellow as the color that we got going on here. Instead of a green, we got yellow. I think that means special people only, like kind of stay away, and only special people to be next to the tower. Maybe it's because of all the demolition that's going on. They want to keep people who aren't working on the tower, they want to keep them away, maybe? I don't know. I also want to mention that I look forward to the colder months here. I think late December is the first frost, because I believe maybe the mosquitoes won't survive through the cold month here. You know, in December through February, I think it is the frost period. Because I was going to, with that, I bought a big 250-gallon container for water to contain some of the rainwater and stuff, but I didn't fill it up yet because I did look up when the first frost is, and that starts late December and it goes through, I believe, February. So, so I look forward to that in a couple of weeks when it gets too cold. Maybe the mosquitoes will die from the cold weather. That's what I'm looking forward to. Let me know if we have audio. I haven't heard anyone say anything about anything, so maybe the audio is not working or something. Audio's good, thanks. Thanks. Okay. There was a question someone asked on the morning video about how many Starlinks could fit in that Starlink loader. I did a little looking around, but I didn't see anyone with any answers. I didn't do a lot of searching, no, but I did find some. I found a NASAspaceflight.com video, and where they showed the loader lifted up right next to the Starship, and I remember seeing that. I remember seeing the Starlink loader up. There was like a big box. I think it was a high bay, and there was a Starship in the high bay, and there was a big box hanging kind of up right next to the Starship, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't take any photos. I thought it'd probably be a good shot to do, but I didn't know what it was until I saw that video tonight on the NASAspaceflight.com channel, because I did a search for Starlink loader, and a bunch of videos came up, but yeah, so they actually lift that box up right next to the Starship. I didn't find out how many it can hold, how many Starlinks, but yeah, pretty interesting. That box gets around. They'll lift it up a couple hundred feet into the air. We're 100 or so feet, 100 to unload, to load these Starlinks into the Starship. Wow. That looks like a pretty continuous, on the leg there, a pretty continuous fire or something. I don't know if that would be a welding or whether that's a plasma kind of thing, but just looking at it with my eyes, it's a continuous flame, unless they're doing some really long welding or something like that. Maybe maybe it is a plasma kind of torch or something like that. It looks like sparks are coming down, so I would imagine it's maybe a weld. I don't know if it would be cutting, but no, it is. Looks like some type of, maybe a plasma. I don't know one weld from another, so I've done a little welding myself, but I don't know what I was doing, and it was someone else's equipment. So. See if we can see a little bit better here. Thanks for the kind words in the chat, though. Oh, okay, Carl says plasma isn't that bright. It's a small tip. Looks more like an AEC weld with a large rod. Okay, thanks. It's good stuff. Yeah, there's some good comments today. I appreciated reading the different arc welding. Okay, different comments from the people in the videos. Thanks. Good to get that, to read the words. Sorry. I haven't checked out the Starship tonight. I can walk over there, take a look, leave this camera here, I guess, and go take a look over there, see if anything exciting. So let me go here, zoom out a little bit, and I'll go walk over there for a minute. I'll be back in a minute. Hopefully the tripod's good. It's leaning a little bit. Maybe I should fix it so it's not leaning. I mean, just a minute. Let's see if I can. I guess I got to do with that to get the shot. Let me see. Let me see. Yep, I got to do that. Got to leave it leaning. There we go. Okay. All right, I'll be back in a few. Much going on over there at the Starship, but I am amazed at how many trucks there are here. It's probably over 100 trucks, no different from this morning or last night, but there's a lot of vehicles here, and I don't really see a lot of people walking around the site here, but there are people everywhere here. So there's definitely probably around 100 or more vehicles here on site. Carl said they brought materials in today in front of the orbital tank farm. At first I thought it might be more Fondag but after watching it being unloaded, it looks more like an epoxy equipment foundation. Okay, material like Sicador or something similar for that work at the methane pump area. Okay, good. Sicador or something similar for the work at the methane pump area. Okay, so yeah, I can go over there and check that out, Carl. So I got a text today, I think it was from Carl, saying that they brought some stuff in and to maybe check it out. So yeah, I'll get that shot tonight. Let me go look over there briefly. I don't see any activity over there, but I can take the camera over there and we can check it out. And if nothing's happening over there, I can come back this way. How about that? Good. So it was Carl. I'm gonna go bring the camera over there. We'll go check it out, and then we can come back to this spot here, because that's exciting. So I'm gonna go check that out. So it's gonna be a zoom out. Okay, I've got my phone on Do Not Disturb too, so we are good to go. Only possibility is maybe losing the reception while we're walking down that. So I'm gonna walk all the way down to the tank farm and see if we can see that stuff. I said we'd look at it, so let's look at it. Let's take a look. I'll stop in the middle to check out the Starship as well. Let's see, going this way. It's about probably 2-3 minute walk here. But I am gonna stop to look at the Starship too. See, we got the view here. Let me go this way. Doesn't seem to be too much activity. Last time I looked, there wasn't any people or vehicles like we just saw there. That light's just a reflection off the lens. Okay. We can come back to this later. Good. Okay. Good. Pallets and other things. Let's go check it out. The moon is out tonight. It was really big on the horizon this evening when I got here. Thankfully tonight there haven't been that many mosquitoes, so it's a great thing. We got a little bit of a wind here. I'll set up the camera here and then look for guidance from where it was or stuff like that. Just let me set up. I'll review some things and get caught up here. Zoom out. Okay. Go like this. We'll get a good shot. So this was here before. So we're in front of the launch platform. Let me zoom out. Here we go. This is better. So we're here. Where was it that it was offloaded? Was it further to the left over there, or maybe it was right here, or further to the right? What do you think? Pallets behind the evaporator against the wall. Okay, so behind this item here. So I can walk maybe further to the left and we'll be able to see it. Let me go this way. It's like an obstacle course we got going on here. This is good stuff. Let's see if we can find this. Oh, there they are. I see them. Just a minute. That's some good info. Some good info. All right, we're gonna zoom in. Carl with the info. Okay, mark it 20 minutes and 11 seconds into the stream. Info from Carl Kringle. Here we go. The drums are to the right. Okay, I can move to the right and get it, or move further to the left. I will move further to the left here, and then see if we can get those drums as well. But you know, I have my Nikon camera, so tomorrow morning I'll see if I can get out here and get shots of the labels and stuff like that. If that's important, you know, I can. Let me get a little bit better shot here of what we got. Okay, adjustment. Yep. Hey Gary. The stream just started a little bit. Some excitement here. Yeah, I don't see the barrels from this shot. Maybe on the far side we'd be able to see it if I move to the right instead of to the left. So I'll go back in the chat and kind of explain a little bit, or just repeat what Carl said. So we're looking at some pallets behind an evaporator here, and these were unloaded today, according to Carl. I've never seen this before, and he thinks it might be something like a secador or something for the work at the methane pump area. Interesting. Said they brought the materials in today in front of the orbital tank farm. At first, he thought it might be more fondeg for the concrete kind of stuff under the orbital launch platform. But after watching it being unloaded, it looks more like an epoxy equipment foundation. Epoxy, huh? Epoxy equipment foundation, like a secador. Epoxy equipment foundation. What would they use epoxy for, Carl? They're more to the front of the right of the yellow compressor. Okay, I got it. There is a compressor to the right, a yellow thing you were mentioning. So to the right of that, you're saying. Okay, let me. I can go over there when we're finished getting this shot. Maybe I can. An epoxy, huh? Wow. Epoxy is expensive stuff. It's a vibration absorbing equipment foundation material. Oh wow. I think like a gallon of epoxy, you got the two types. You got the hardener and then you got the emulsifier or something like that. The two types together form like 2 gallons, but you get maybe you get 2 gallons of material out of, if you have 1 gallon of the half, and then you know, another gallon of the other half, you get 2 gallons, and I think it's about $100 for each of those, you know, together combined, $100. Okay, the bags, Carl says, the bags are the aggregate and the 2-part mix is in the drums. Okay, there we go. So the aggregate kind of takes up some of the space and the bags are in the drums. The 2-part mix is in the drums. All right, now that kind of makes sense. Let me, let's go see if we can see the drums. Let me, just a minute. Oh, wait a minute here. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I think I see him. Let me, it's dark, I can't really see what I see, but I think I see some red drums back there. Let me just behind that yellow thing, like you said. Oh, here we go, just a minute. Yep. Cool. Excellent info, Carl. Good stuff. Where are you located, Carl? Around the country, like, or in the, I don't remember where you're from. I guess I could lower one side of the tripod here, and and bring the other one back a little bit, per se. There we go. Cool. Tulsa, Northeast Oklahoma. Good stuff. Yep, that's cool. And we even from this location, we can see the other stuff as well. Let me zoom out. You'd have to spread it on both sides of this thing. Here we got a shot of both of them. There you go. Why do you think they separated them so far away, a distance apart from each other? Any idea? Unless there's a lot more behind that, the evaporator, if we were to move to the right further. But why would they, have so much space between them? So Carl was pointing out that on the right, we got these red barrels here. And he was saying that those are probably a two-part epoxy. And on the left, we have these pallets. Let me use my hand. Over here are some pallets, and he was saying that's probably the substrate, or the aggregate is what he used. Said the word was aggregate. And so the epoxy, two-part epoxy would get together, and they'd throw in the aggregate, I guess to take up space or something, or maybe it had other effect inside of the epoxy. Interesting. But yeah, I'll see if I can get some shots with the other camera tomorrow and see if I get any labels and stuff to see what we're actually looking at. I'll move again and see if I can see anything else behind that evaporator. I'll move to the right here and see if there's a lot more of that stuff or something like that. Here we go. And I'll look to the far right of that yellow thing as well and see if there's any more back there. Let's see what we got here. Let me see. Yeah, there aren't many of those barrels of the red barrels. So it's just a few of those barrels, looks like. It's like just a few barrels. A lot of aggregate, that's for sure. And you said it was made for vibration, huh? To tamp down on the vibration a little bit. Yeah, get a different shot here. Just a minute. Okay, it's going to be the final location for this, looking at the stuff here. Well, it's nice to have like a scavenger hunt, and I haven't had one of those for a while, so thanks. Appreciate it. All right, I think the next thing would be to look at the, move to the left here, get another shot of the orbital launch platform from over here. Carl says it won't break up like concrete or Portland-based grout will. I got you. Like a grout or a concrete would break up more. Tom, thanks. Good stuff. Good stuff. Appreciate it. Unexpected, but much appreciated. Thank you. Go check out the orbital launch platform. All right. I guess let me keep moving. I don't want to block the view for Lab Padre, but there's a good shot back over there. Yeah, I'm going to get on top of the berm over the side of the road here. It goes up a couple feet, and we'll get another shot, a different shot than Lab Padre. There we go. Let me see. It's going to be a good shot. Good stuff. Gary, thank you to Gary. Gary says, just stay away from the mosquitoes like in your past video. I'm with you. Yeah, that was insane, yeah. I guess we're not supposed to be looking at the bright light in person. You're not supposed to look at it when they're welding. So I stopped looking at the light here. Let's get that. Yeah, okay, that's a good segue. I looked at the analytics on that video for the challenge, and there's something called retention. So after the 30-second mark, depending on how many people were still sticking around to watch the video, and then how long throughout the video, after it's all said and done, people stuck to the end or whatever, it had like a 48% watch throughout the whole time frame of the video. And there was like a 72% retention at the 30-second mark. It was just some stuff that I learned to look at recently from Phidias and some of his other stuff. And he was saying that if you're making videos, YouTube likes it if people are still watching at the 30-second mark, and also the more of the video people watch, so they encourage you not to make a long video if it's not going to be watched for a good amount of it, for 50% or more. So yeah, I've had other videos that get 70%, or even one of the short videos I did recently was like a 17-second video. It's a short video, but it had like 108%. People watched the whole thing and then some a couple times. So it was the one with the, what is it called? It was the one with the $100 billion. That short video had like 3,000 views or something, and it had 108% like retention was off the charts. So it was a really good video as far as viewership and amount watched. It was only 17-second long video, so if I could do that same thing and have it be like a 2-minute video, that would be out of this world good. So there was a vehicle that in front of me that just pulled away, so we got a little bit more latitude on where I can move the camera. But yeah, that's apparently, if you can make a video, people like to watch it at least 50% or more, and they're still watching at the 30-second mark a good amount. That the more you can do that, you know, the more YouTube will recommend the video. So so that's I'm putting some focus on that type of stuff, making the thumbnail better, and do more editing down the road going forward. So for those types of videos, they don't do like a lot of live streams and stuff like that. So I might make that on a different channel, put more of that kind of stuff, and keep doing this type of live stream kind of stuff as well. So yeah, Gary. Gary says, so YouTube likes people with short attention spans. That's correct. Yeah. They're working on the orbital launch platform. I guess they're putting cladding up there and welding extra stuff on the side, on those legs. And one of the things Phidias mentioned was new, to cater the videos to new people, like people coming across the channel for the first time kind of thing. So the challenge thing is something that can do well, but it wouldn't be good if I had like a lot of live streams on that type of thing. So it would probably definitely be on another channel. I started another channel a couple days ago in my own name, Paul S. Mamakos. And if I do some challenges and other stuff within the SpaceX field or outside of it, I would put them over there and just, you know, if there's challenges I can come up with or get recommended to do here at SpaceX or space related, I will do them here on the channel too, for sure. But for instance, you know, just for reference, Phidias at 1 million subscribers, he told me that he was making like $1,000 every day from his videos. So if I could get 1 million, that's why if I had 1 million subscribers here at OceanCam, that could potentially be worth $1,000 a day or $30,000 a month. So that's what he's getting at. He was at 800,000 subscribers when he first got here, and at that point he was making 1,000 a day. So he's making more right now, but that's just a little reference. Okay. Carl says, just don't go into the swamp again. There are mosquitoes out there that look like Andean condors. I gotta look that up. Thanks. Andean condors, huh? All right, yeah, those are some big mosquitoes, and that's just, you know, on the other side of that platform over there. So thanks. I'll have to look that up. I know several years ago in 2013-14, I've been to Africa a few times just on trips, whether to Egypt or South Africa or so in 2013 I felt inspired to go there again, and I went to Cameroon. Cameroon is south of Nigeria, west of Chad, or the Congo, west of the Congo, north of Equatorial Guinea. So I stayed there for 3 months. For 2 of the weeks I went around with a raw food nutritionist, Dr. Gabriel Cousins, and we did some nutritional diabetes testing on some of the people, but I ended up, I wasn't taking any malaria pills, and I ended up getting malaria when I was there. So after a month being there, I thought I was going to be just fine with all the mosquitoes there and everything else, but I didn't take any of the anti-malaria pills, and I got malaria after a month, and I was in a hospital over there, in a French hospital, for a couple weeks, and then I was better, but yeah, malaria is no joke, and pretty intense. Thanks, Carl. You know, the people over in at least in West Africa, they always have malaria. So like twice a year they get it, but they always have it, but they get sick like twice a year. That's what I was told when I was there. Yeah, quinine, that's right. Carl says, I've had to take the quinine before. That's some nasty stuff. Yep, okay. There's some drinks. There's like some seltzer water you can get with quinine at Walmart and stuff. But yeah. You know, if you go to the quinine is, I think that's the same stuff they were recommending for, isn't that the same stuff Trump was recommending for the cough recently? I think it was quinine or something like that. Anyway, yeah. Okay, Andrea says, my father already got malaria 16 times. Well, Andre, where does he live? Where does your father live? Yeah, that's not fun. So you get like chills, fever, and vomiting. The Amazon jungle. Well, there you go. Shoot. Oh my God. Well, he must be having a good time over there still to be staying there, you know. Good for him. All right, the mosquitoes have come out a little bit. They just said hello to me. I'm gonna move to the right. We'll get a little bit different shot of the platform here. Just a minute. We'll get to see the left side of the platform there just a bit. Here we go. Yep, on my hand there's a mosquito. Okay, killed it. Yep, here we go. Okay, Andrew says, I'm still living here, but today in the city is a rare to get malaria. Are you in the, as well in the Amazon, Andre? Okay, Gary says, how did the telescopic lens for the iPhone work out? Ever get it put? I got it put back together, but I didn't look at it during the daytime to see if it was, if I got all the smudges off. So, Gary, thanks for bringing it up. It's, I'll check it out after this video to see if it's working. I put it back together, but I didn't really check to see if it worked. I did it that night to, and then I did wipe off the lenses, but I wasn't sure if I put it back together correctly or anything. Okay, Carol says they stripped forms on the first section of the new berm wall and started forming the second section. It will be in front of this area on the third section. Okay. Okay, you want to know if it works out? That's cool. Me too. Good stuff. Okay, Andrea lives in the Amazon jungle in Brazil. Awesome, Andrea. Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, you know, I respect that area because you know, they have the ayahuasca over there, and probably iboga and some other stuff. They got a bunch of stuff over there in the Amazon which can help you learn. So I respect that stuff. I've never done any of that stuff, but the only thing I've done is the Amanita a long time ago, and a little bit of marijuana twice in my life, 2 days in a row. So. Once, but 2 days in a row, so twice. Can I? Yep. I got you. Hey, Andre, have you ever done anything like that? Anything, any yage, I think yage is a word. You know, different cultures do different things. So, like here in the West, I don't, but many people drink alcohol and stuff like that. And I think in the Amazon, what they do is they do these different, I forget, I'm not sure I know what they're calling them, what they call them. Medicines, maybe? They do certain medicines. Communion, I don't know what they call it over there. But I get a wide shot of the tank farm. I haven't done that yet. Let me do that. Yeah, boat transport quotes. If you got a boat you want to move around here, you can get a quote from there. Bill is, you can contact Bill over there. He's a good guy. Sponsor of the show. This is looking west toward the, east toward the beach. Gulf of Mexico is over there, and a helium container right over there. That's helium. They got these skinny tubes for the helium. pointing some things out for the new viewers. So we've been here almost since March 1st of 2021. So over a year I've been doing video photography of this site. So I apologize if I don't say some things that you're curious about. Okay, Andre says, Andre Souza, everybody. Yeah, there's a lot of this stuff, natural treatments, but much of these things didn't work. Much of them didn't work. Oh, that's good info. There are certain things which definitely have an effect though, right? There's no question that there are some things that will put you in a different dimension, right? There's no question about that. Whether they heal you is another question, but they will alter your perception, that's for sure. There's Andre, I think that's the name. Yeah, Andre. There's Mike Tyson has recently been talking about toad venom. Do they do that over there in the Amazon? You guys ever do any toad venom? I'm not looking to do it, but I'm just curious. Yeah, venom, like I guess the poison from a toad or something like that, or maybe it's some of the saliva from a toad or something like that. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a DMT effect and send you into a different dimension very quickly, show you the whole universe, kind of thing. I would have thought that maybe it'd be coming from the Amazon or something like that. It's a little bit windy tonight. It hasn't been this windy recently. It's a little bit cooler than last night for sure, but it's windier for sure. Not very windy, but it's a little windy. Got an ocean breeze coming in. It's not enough to... Oh yeah, and here we can definitely see the yellow on the tower. Let me get those shots here since we're here. Normally we see a green light, and there are 3 yellow lights here on the tower. Yeah, zoom out a little bit. So you can see the chopsticks there, and there's another yellow light. Yellow is different from green, so the yellow I believe means like stay away or something like that. Only certain people to come by the tower. So we got the yellow lights here tonight. Rather than the green lights, they have a lot more of those green lights, but tonight it's yellow. Hey, from Freedom, Kentucky, Mark. That's good stuff. Nice to see you tonight. Okay, Andre said, yes, there's a lot of toads and frogs poisonous. Some of them people get a small amount and use it to go high. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Andre. That's good stuff. Good. So they do come from the Amazon down there, huh? That's good. Good for them. All right. Only authorized access on yellow, says Carl. Good stuff. Thanks. Good stuff. All right. Only authorized access tonight to the tower and tower area. Wonder why. You know, they were doing a bunch of, yeah, I guess it would be the FONDAG you were talking about. Carl, was if they did get more of it, which they probably didn't, I think you said it's epoxy, but if they're going to be doing some, maybe under the orbital launch platform, they'd be fixing some of that area they just jackhammered up yesterday and today. Maybe they're putting down some concrete or something. They don't want people walking on it. I haven't seen any cement trucks going back that way, but wonder what's going on, why they would have the yellow lights. Maybe because they were doing so much grinding on the orbital launch platform, and maybe some of those sparks could go and hit someone over on the tower or something. Yep, Andre. Okay, no idea why. Okay, Carl says, I think Fondig would get delivered inside the complex too. Okay, oh wow, inside the tower too, you're saying, huh? I think that's what you're referring to. Okay. Well, it's nice to see some pallets or bags and stuff coming in. The last time I saw stuff like that here was with the perlite that got put into the tanks to the left. There was a lot of those types of bags. Okay. Interesting. There's a channel called, the YouTube channel called Angry Astronaut, and I didn't watch a lot of videos this afternoon. I only got about 3 hours of computer time today, 2 to 3 hours, probably around 2.5 or so, because I did some other stuff, but in town, in addition to going to the library for the computers. But I did watch the video by Angry Astronaut. Check him out on YouTube. Anyway, he had an interesting video. His take on the the Tim Dodd, you know, going to be on that rocket ship and everything else. So he gave a little bit more of a longer time as well. I talked about it a little bit this morning on the live stream, but Angry Astronaut actually put some simulations of starships going into orbit and stuff like that, and he said, well, maybe for the he also said it would probably be a long time before they got the thing up there, but he said maybe with so many crashes of the Starship, they'd have to solve the landing issue. Yeah, they landed it once, but you know, if you're going to start landing people in a Starship, you don't want to be landing them on the second time or something like that. You know, they got to perfect the landing a little bit more. So maybe, and also the launch is still sketchy, so they wouldn't want to launch anybody, at least in a few things. So he was postulating that maybe they would launch the crew up, I believe, either on a Falcon Heavy or something like that, just like they do with the space station thing, and then in orbit they would kind of this is every day. This is the Angry Astronaut video he put out today. It is the 9th of December 2022, about the Deer Moon for Chris Dodd going to space. He said, well, maybe they would launch the astronauts up on a, I think he said a Falcon Heavy or something like that, and then they would transport them from there in space to one of the starships once the Starship got up there into orbit, and then they would do several more refueling of that Starship by launching more starships into space, and then from there they would launch. That Starship would already be in space, so they would send that Starship in space, which had been refueled and which had the astronauts put into it from space. They would send that around the moon and then bring it back or something like that. But he was saying that there were a lot of issues that still also needed to be figured out. So yeah, I would recommend checking out that video. It's a fun video to watch. In the beginning of the video, he said he respects Tim Dodd and everything else, but his channel is the Angry Astronaut, so he put in his some perspectives on it as well. Yeah. Andrew says, problems with landing basically is a problem with the engines. As soon as they got a Raptor 3, probably landing won't be a problem. Interesting. So there's going to be another Raptor coming out too, huh? Good stuff. Carl says NASA already uses Fondag with a Martite coating and take damage on each launch. Okay, they patched the Martite between the launches. All right, so even with the Fondag, it's going to be an issue, apparently. Good stuff. Yeah, Mark says a big headache. Yep. Yeah, Carl says it sounds much safer than landing the astronauts in the Starship. All right. Yeah, I don't know if the angry astronaut mentioned about how they might land it, but yeah, they would have to find some other way of doing it besides the Starship at the moment. You know, maybe they could just parachute from space, right? You know, they could have some individual space landing pods that from orbit, they just come back into the Earth's atmosphere in little pods with some parachutes on each individual pod. That would be the coolest way to land, I think. Yeah. If you just jump out of the space station in your little pod or whatever, get ejected from orbit, and then you come in and land on your own. That'd be kind of cool. Andre says, or a giant pool with balls. Yeah, you didn't have to get timed out by Nightbot for that one, but yeah, that word is ball. It's okay to say ball, but if you do the plural, you get Nightbotted out. So if someone wants to test that, type in the word ball here in the chat. I think you'll be good, but if you say balls, that's when you get nicked. Thanks, Will. So thanks, Will. Yep, ball is okay to say. That's correct. I guess since you're a mod, you're okay to say it as well. Yeah, Will, they're less here than if I were in the more swampy area around the corner. Yes, there are still mosquitoes here, but since I'm so close, and they use the, they spray a mosquito spray around here a few times a day. Yep. Yep. Andre, I think I have a solution for you though. All right, Andre, welcome. You're now a moderator. You can go ahead and say whatever you want to say. Unless something changes, you're good to go. You're a mod now. Welcome to the stream. That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna go and do one more thing here. Yeah, Mark, I don't know you that well, but you've been here and you're a good guy, so welcome to the channel as well. You're a mod as well. Say what you like. Well, I don't know you that well, so I'm not gonna I'm not sure I know you that well, but we'll give it a little time there. Cool, cool. Okay, Andrew's not a mod anymore. Cool, right on, right on. See if I get a different shot here. Okay, Will says, so do SpaceX people come over and chat with you when you're not streaming? Yeah, no, they don't. So, yeah, I bet there are some interesting folks working here too. I've only talked a few times with SpaceX people. Yeah, I haven't tried it either. Yeah, Gary, you might, I think you might be able to post links too, yeah. You might give it a shot. Yeah, I was thinking about this a little bit earlier today. As far as the SpaceX people. You know, they may be afraid of losing their job or something like that. Or somehow somebody thinking something about what they said and that might not be a good thing. You know, they keep a tight ship here, so. I've talked with some of the SpaceX photographers, which is fun to do, because they, you know, they know the, they're as curious as I am about certain things. So there's one photographer I've talked with quite a bit, nice guy. I'm not going to say his name just because, you know, it's not good to say people's names on camera. So. Yeah, Andrew, I think there are some. You know, I've heard that in the past I've had video where I've had really good video, and I was told that, you know, they watch the different YouTubers' streams because they don't have all the best shots of everything here at SpaceX. So they look at our streams and they watch our stuff as well, you know, when we're streaming. I used to do a lot of streaming with the Nikon camera when I had the not the best uplink, but I did, and they used to watch it as well. Let's see. Mark says, I admire the SpaceX employees' work ethic and results. They accomplish much. Yeah. Right now I'm just using an AT&T uplink. You know, AT&T. It's my phone. I'm using a iPhone with an AT&T connection. Carl says, I've done jobs that I can never talk about. Had to sign papers to never talk about it. Oh well. I'm thinking of, you know, I was thinking that I shouldn't say this on camera, but I'm thinking of canceling the Starlink just because they're not doing any launches anytime soon, and save the $100 and use the money for something else until they get ready to launch, and then I'll still get shots and photos with the Nikon camera, but I won't. You know, it doesn't look like they're going to do a launch anytime soon, so save the $100. Yeah. toolbox heading down the road. I think my service date just renewed a few days ago, so it's they don't cancel in the middle, so it's paid through January 2nd, but I'll give it a shot and try and cancel it before the next renewal. Okay, Mark says, I wish I could do tech support for you. I'm a retired Apple senior engineer. Oh, wow. You can turn it on and off, Will, but the finance side of it doesn't get refunded and it doesn't get saved. It goes the whole time. Yeah, pretty easy to turn it on or off, but yeah. It's like you paid for the month and you can use it or not, but you already paid for it and they don't give any money back. So. Yeah. I think even if you put it on hold, they're still charging you for the time. So I really don't understand that little strange stuff going on over at Starlink when you put stuff on hold, but they still charge you for your time. But anyway, it's a good service. But Mark, yeah, well, let's talk more, Mark. I'm maybe send me an email, info@oceancam.space, and we can chat more, or type in the chat here !email, and that'll give you my email and we can chat. You know, maybe in the future we could do something. You know, the Ocean Cam mission, I'm trying to create a team or have advisors or have a board, and or you know, whatever, anything else. So if you interested in hanging around a little bit, sure, we could chat. Carl says, I can say Google now, but when I worked on one of their facilities, we weren't allowed to even say the name, let alone talk about what we're doing. Interesting. Okay, yeah, it's by the month, Will. That's correct, yes. Yep, that's correct. You can reactivate it when I need it. Yeah, I put it on, I put it on hold for one time, then I reactivated it again. So I've done that once already. Good night, Dondre. Yep. Yeah, I was not much going on. I mean, we're chatting, but not a lot of visual stuff going on tonight. Okay, you know, well, check this out. Before you leave, they just put the tower on green. So we got green lights all over the tower right now. Look at that. Look at that. It just went from yellow to green. I saw it on the orbital launch on the what is it called? I saw it on the tank farm, and then I looked up and like, if it's green on the tank farm, then it's going to be green on the tower, and yep, they're done with whatever they were doing. Yep. The green lights are, yep. Yep, a massive Christmas tree, huh, Tom? Thanks for your support, Tom. I think it's Tom Tick, actually, not Tom, but thanks for being here also, Tom. Oh, shoot. I just touched the top of the screen. Let me still know if we still have a video. I was checking out something on the top here. I clicked the top of the screen. Do we still have video? Okay, shoot. That is so close. All right. Yeah, so the email will come up in a little bit. It comes a little, oh, there he goes. You got it already. So info@oceancam.space is correct. Thanks, guys. Yeah, but yeah, like a Christmas tree, huh? That's awesome. Yeah, it'd be cool if they did something for Christmas, but they may not spend the time or the money to do it, you know. I guess they're totally focused on what they're doing here, and I guess when there's a party, they all go home and party somewhere else. I've heard parties here, so they do party or they gather together and they celebrate, but I've never seen them do any fireworks or anything like that. Is it warm there this evening? It's a little warm, but it's a little chilly too. So it's both warm and chilly, Will. Carl says the crane is swung around from the tower base. Maybe that means something. Okay, let me get that shot. That's true. The crane has swung around. So let's see. Look at that. Yeah, Tom says, no time. Elon is busy fighting the ex-board members of Twitter. That's correct. Yeah, he fired them all, right? Yeah, that might be why the lights are green, says Carl. Okay. Yeah. I'll go back in the chat a little bit. Okay, yeah, Tom Tech from Canada. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Tom. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so earlier they were grinding away and doing welding on the, maybe not grinding, but they were welding on the launch platform, and they've stopped. So, all right, might be a good time to stop soon. Probably 5 more minutes, and then I'll call it a night. Get a shot of the Starship. Okay, Will says, what is a good way to donate to you where all the proceeds go to Paul? PayPal is pretty good. Venmo is good. So one of those two is, you know, that's, unless there's a Zelle or something else, you know, if it's a, yeah, probably Venmo or PayPal or Zelle is good, but you know, those are good too. I do have a WhatsApp actually. I haven't posted it here, but I do have a WhatsApp. Yeah, it's actually Paul at no, it's I do have a, maybe see if there's an exclamation mark PayPal. I don't know if I've activated that here, but actually in the description of this video, there's the different links are there in the video description for donating. Thanks. For asking. So Tom says, will you do any coverage of the return of Artemis 1 at the Cape on Sunday? Thanks for bringing it to my awareness. We'll see. I've only done coverage of Restream something once, and that was with the NASA, one of the NASA, I think it was maybe at one of the NASA Artemis press conferences or something like that. Yeah, so the time here, it is 9:33, 11:40 a.m. here. That's the time it'll be, okay. Central time. on Sunday. Okay, a good thing. Thanks for the info there, Tom. Will, thanks for asking. 11:40. Oh, there it is, Nightbot. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, the Starship is there. Get back to the Will says, any spacey kind of plans for the weekend? Yeah, I haven't thought about the weekend yet. I was celebrating today being Friday earlier in the week. It seemed like a Friday earlier in the week, but I'm not sure how today feels yet. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe not knowing how the day was, you know, maybe because it's such a eventful day. It was eventful. It was, things happened today. It's gonna take a little while to unpack the day, maybe. But yeah, the weekend, I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Tom says, if there are plans for a Deer Moon 2, would you consider it with your ocean cameras? Yeah, Tom, thanks for asking. Yeah, for sure, I would. I did apply for the Deer 1 mission, so I would do it. Yeah, it's been a good day, Will. Yeah. Yeah, I had fun today. But bringing the box back, so that is a completion on the use of the toolbox there. Oh yeah, Tom, they didn't contact me after I submitted the application. I think I got one letter saying they got the submission, and that was the last of it. Okay, Will says, it will be interesting to see how nervous Tim gets. He was not very into going to space not too long ago. Well, that's a good topic. You know, I didn't watch the video yet. I've been busy doing I've been busy learning about how to make videos and stuff like that, and also enjoying watching other successful people who do make videos. Like, I've been trying to watch at least one Mr. Beast video a day, maybe one Phidias video, and also do some editing on the Ocean Cam stuff here. And I added a bunch of timestamps to the live stream from earlier this morning. So just doing a bunch of this stuff, and then doing what else, you know, other stuff that I need to do to get done. Haven't had a lot of time to watch a lot of videos, but I'd like to watch the Tim Dodd thing. But that's interesting info. What you just said about he was not. I remember seeing a video of Tim Dodd a while back saying he wasn't sure he'd want to go. Carl says, Tim had a foot in the door to be picked from the beginning. He has an end with Elon. Yeah, he also has over 1 million subscribers, and he's, you know, he's why a lot of us are here. So, Tim. Okay, he was quite averse to the idea when asked. Okay. It's interesting that you bring that up. Yeah. Well, I'll keep that in mind if or when I do watch the Everyday Astronaut videos on his being picked, etc. Where do you live, Will? What area of the country or the globe are you around? Denver, cool. That's cool. I've been through there at least once, you know, good stuff. I've got a friend who lives up there, ULA country. Okay, oh, interesting. I went to Aspen one time and I went skiing in that small town once. Long time ago. They're doing some more grinding on top of the platform there. All right. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna wind it up here in the next minute and say goodnight. Will says I spend lots of time at the shop, which is right close to Sierra Nevada, Dream Chaser's home. Oh wow. Interesting. I don't know what that means, Dream Chaser's home. What is Sierra Nevada, Dream Chaser's home? What does that refer to? Yeah, good night, Gary. Thanks for being there too. Yeah, good night, Will. Yeah, I respond to Dream Chaser is the new space plane. Okay, interesting. I gotta look this stuff up. Dream Chaser, new space plane. That's again, it says right close to the Sierra Nevada. I've heard of the Sierra Nevada on the map. Dream Chaser's home. Interesting. All right. That will be carrying cargo and such soon. I gotta find them on LinkedIn then too, because I've got a LinkedIn page, Paul S. Mamakos, and there's also an Ocean Camera Space Corp on LinkedIn, as well as the Embryo Space Inc. I've been friending all the different space agencies and CEOs, CFOs, and CTOs, etc. of the different. Okay, Will Rogers says Sierra Nevada is the name of the company. Okay, all right. I will look them up right after this. All right, Will. Yeah, look me up too if you like. Otherwise, Dream Chaser looks like a small space shuttle. Oh, interesting, Pipersville. Interesting. Good to see you here. All right, in 5, 4, we got some good conversation tonight towards the end. Good stuff. 2, 1. Good day to you. Good night. Be well. Thank you.